In today's Tech Tips video, I'll show you exactly how you can connect the PS5 DualSense controller to a MacBook Pro and play games from the Xbox Game Pass. But before I do that, let me tell you the story of how I got to this. Hey, what's up? Adrian here and welcome to the Unboxed. Today's video is sponsored by me. So please check the links in the description below if you'd like to support me. I'll have links for all the devices and stuff that I'll talk about in this video and more. Thank you. I watched a lot of videos from the Mentor Pilot channel recently. Basically binge watched a lot of his videos for the last few weeks. This guy is a fantastic storyteller, so I do recommend his channel if you're interested in planes, aviation, or being a pilot, or even if you're curious about it. After so many videos watched, I became a bit interested in the plane cockpit and I wanted to try a simulator of some sorts. I looked online for a flight simulator and I came across Microsoft's Flight Simulator, which apparently won the Game Awards of 2020. Interesting, eh? I wanted to buy it, but I saw that you can actually play it on the Xbox Game Pass, which has cloud gaming as well. And for the first month it's just £1 or $1 if you're in the USA. Okay then, does it work with the MacBook Pro? Of course it does, it works in the browser. Oh wait, but I do need a controller. So basically I have to buy an Xbox 360 controller or an Xbox One controller, or I do have a PS5. So does the DualSense controller work with the MacBook Pro? And does it work with the games from the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate? Well, it does. So now, before we begin connecting the controller with the MacBook Pro, I have a MacBook Pro 2016 model with an 8 gigs of RAM, an Intel i5 dual-core 2.9 GHz processor, and an Intel Iris Graphics 550. And I also have macOS Monterey 12.5.1. It should work on older models as well. I think it works from macOS Big Sur 11.3 and up without you needing to do any more than what I show you in this video. So if you want to check your version of the macOS that you have, you just need to go on the Apple logo and then you hit About This Mac. And then you can see your macOS version and everything you need to know about your Mac. So now to connect the DualSense controller with the MacBook Pro wirelessly, you need to first go on the Bluetooth settings on your Mac. And to do that, you have two ways to do it. You can just click the small icon here and go to Bluetooth, then Bluetooth Preferences, and then you get to this menu, or you can do the same thing by going to the Apple logo, System Preferences, and then Bluetooth, and then we are here again. Now the second thing that you need to do is put the DualSense controller in the pair mode, and you can do that by pressing the PlayStation logo and the Create button simultaneously, and you keep them pressed for a couple of seconds until the light blinks rapidly. There's a blue light blinking rapidly, and then you should be able to see it on the Bluetooth menu here. Right, so now I have it. It's the DualSense wireless controller, and you just need to hit connect, and then you can see the blue color around. It's now steady, it's not blinking anymore, and that means that it's connected. We also have some options here, so we can customize a bit the settings for this. You can home long press, launchpad, share double press. You can just control a few buttons here, but I'm not interested in that now. So now we can just go to xbox.com. So we can go straight to Xbox Game Pass now and then join. It's just £1, $1 for USA. I already have an account, so let me sign in. Okay, so this thing is a bit confusing with this website, because if you go to Game Pass, even though I already have subscribed to Game Pass, it will just want me to pay again for some reason. But if you're connected on your Microsoft account or xbox.com or wherever, you just go to Game Pass and then you go Xbox Cloud Gaming, which apparently still is in beta, but it's working fine from my experience. And then you just hit play now and you can choose your games. So this is what I played. Right, so now we are launching into the game. Okay, as you can see, it works properly. And now you're gonna have a bit of a gameplay with the DualSense controller on a MacBook Pro playing Xbox Game Pass games. Just quite ironic if you ask me. Forgot to mention, if you have a PS4, it does work with the DualShock 4 as well. So if you really want to try the Xbox Game Pass, you can with an PS4 controller as well if you don't have another controller. So basically a PS5, PS4, Xbox controller, they all work with your MacBook if you have a MacBook, or with a Windows PC. So I usually go to flight training because I don't feel prepared to fly a plane. So going back to basic handling, I haven't yet tried the takeoff and landing on this game, but it's a really nice game and it really has like the whole cockpit and thing, and it's really amazing. So as you can see, I've done some training and I've got a C in the basics of power management. Let's fly. So as you can see, it works quite
have
good.
the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 152, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer.
Right.
Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
Got it? Flying manually is quite hard.
Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing.
Right.
That's okay. Okay, let's throttle back up to 2400 RPM.
Slight lag there, but otherwise with my settings it works quite good.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea.
Right, so as you can see it works really good. It's not lagging or just like slightly there, but the controller is working fine and the game is working quite well on the MacBook Pro on the cloud gaming. Well, it's basically not running on the MacBook Pro, it's running on the server, but yeah, it's nice. Okay, now let's try another game. Right, get out of the game. Don't want to do that now. How about Forza Horizon 5? Let's try that, why not? No, actually, I wanted to try Halo Infinite campaign. Right. This is one of the games that I wanted to try on the Xbox. So here you can actually go full screen as well. So, right. Even better. Campaign. New game. Yes.
We can't go anywhere while that stasis beam is active.
Then we shut it down. Stasis beam, weapons, all of it.
What? How will you get back?
I'll figure something out.
Right, I need to charge my battery really soon. Oh, interesting. Right, so it plays quite well, except that my battery is going down. I need to charge my battery before I can play more of this game. But otherwise it seems to play quite fine. Check this video next if you're interested in a pair of earbuds while you're playing. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of videos, it would help me out a lot. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.